Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Loud Life Show. My name is Alvin Folks. I am your host, and we are on this journey together for self enlightenment, self improvement, self discovery. I have been so excited to come to you today. I hope that you tuned in last week and you heard the broadcast where we talked about defining who you are, finding you and defining who you are. And so now we're going to take the next step. But before we go there, I just want to thank you all for listening. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being a part of the Loud Life Show. As we go forward in the next few weeks, I will be giving you contact information on how to get in touch with me so that we can talk about things, life coaching and things of that nature. And we can go into a deeper dive into you on your pathway of becoming self-actualized. So that's coming. Right now, we're going to continue this journey together on a broad scale so that we can discover our best selves, so we can become our best selves. So let's recap. Over the last few weeks, we have talked about having your bucket list. And what's on your bucket list? What do you want to do with your life? We've also talked about not allowing people to tell your story, that you have a narrative, you own your narrative, and you tell people your story in your voice. Last week, we talked about finding yourself. Where are you in your life? Finding yourself. Where are you? You can't move forward if you don't know where you are. So we talked about finding yourself. And then once we found ourselves, we talked about defining ourselves. Who are we? Outside of the roles that we play in other people's lives, outside of the titles that we have from our jobs or from family, friends, whomever, who are we? Who do we say we are? So hopefully last week, if you tuned in, you took the time over the last week to try to define who you are. So now that you have defined who you are, the next step is to own that definition. And the most crucial part, enjoy who you are. Now, why do I say that? Enjoy who you are. I know a lot of you probably think that, I do enjoy me. I enjoy who I am. I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy my life. And for some of you, that may be true. For others, you may not be enjoying you the way that you think because of the way that you think. Let me say that in a different way. You may be enjoying you, quote unquote, because of the fact that people have told you that you should enjoy yourself. But deep down on the inside, you do not connect with things that make you you. So I want to give you an example. Let's go to it from this angle. Remember, we talked about defining ourselves, and a lot of us have been defined by other people. Part of that definition is they also define our feelings. They tell us how we should feel about ourselves. They tell us how we should feel about things around us, how we should go about things. And that in and of itself is dangerous, because what happens is you become content with somebody else's definition of you, and you become content with somebody telling you what you should and should not enjoy about your life, your surroundings, etc., etc. So I'm here to challenge you and that thought process of enjoying yourself based upon what you have found out about yourself when you defined yourself. So let's take it a step further. I want you to think, do you really enjoy being with you? Nobody else is around. Nobody else has called you. Nobody has come to see you. Nobody is texting you. Nobody is DMing you. Nobody is anything. You're to yourself. Do you enjoy being with yourself? Some people don't. And they drown that out by activity. They drown it out by being busy. Busy is not productive, but they drown all those voices out by being busy. They drown out the fact that they don't enjoy themselves by having a lot of activity or having a lot of people around. And because they're doing that, they're actually running away from themselves. Do you enjoy yourself? I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to enjoy who you are, who God made you to be, who you've grown to be, who you have defined yourself to be. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to take it a step further. I want you to be around people who enjoy you. The you that you are authentically, not the you that people think you should be. There is a big difference. Do you have people around you who love you, appreciate you, and cherish you for who you are? Or do you have people around you who enjoy you because of who they think you should be? And then when you don't live up to that expectation, they cease enjoying you and they cease being around you. Now, I'm speaking from experience when I talk about enjoying yourself, because for the longest time, I did not enjoy me. For the longest time, I despised me. I didn't like anything about me. I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I walked. I didn't like the way that I felt. I didn't like the way that I processed information. I didn't like the fact that I was sensitive and emotional. I didn't like the fact, I just didn't like me. I can stop the list right there. I just did not like me. I spent a lot of time wanting to be other people. I spent a lot of time wanting to be in someone else's skin. I spent a lot of time questioning why I was the way I was, who I was. I questioned that a lot because I had such low self-esteem. That low self-esteem was taught. Follow me. I was taught to not enjoy myself. See, it's about to get good. I was taught to not enjoy myself based upon somebody else's standards. See, somebody planted in my head, multiple people planted in my head, that I was not good enough the way I was. So therefore, if I'm not good enough the way I am, then I should not enjoy me. I should be striving to be what they thought I should be. Then I can enjoy me. And so I had years of self-hatred, years of it. You know how people ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then they say something cliche like the sky's the limit. You can be anything you want to be. And then you tell them what you want to be and they go, oh, no, that's too risky. You can't do that. Oh, no, that's not feasible. You might want to have a backup plan. And let me tell you something. The reason that they're saying all of that is because they are projecting their fears, their trepidations onto you. So what makes you content, what gives you joy, what makes you happy, they don't think should make you happy because they are not happy. So you have to understand that people in your life, they don't enjoy their life. They don't enjoy themselves. So they are on a mission to keep you from enjoying yourself. I know that's a hard pill to swallow. I know it's hard to believe that there are people around you who don't want you to love you. But there are people around you who don't want you to love you. They'll tell you that. They'll show you that. They'll demonstrate that your life is insignificant based upon what they think your life should be. So then you don't enjoy you. You don't do things to make you feel fulfilled because you're too busy trying to live up to someone else's standard that always changes. I had a friend who I considered a best friend. I considered a brother from another mother. But he always made me feel like I should not like who I am. Always. I was always being told that I should be doing different things. I should be thinking different. I should be feeling different. Constantly. Constantly. And I started believing it. That why am I happy like this? Maybe I shouldn't be happy. Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. And I was constantly being bombarded with that. What I recognized later is that that same person was not happy with their own life. So they're looking at my life going, you don't have what I have and you happy. How could you be happy? How could you be happy? And then I started listening to that. And I started internalizing that. And I let that seed grow. But that seed grew into a weed. And that weed started choking me out. It started choking the life out of me. Every time I would do something that I thought would be improvement upon who I am based upon what my so-called friend told me about myself, the rules would change. So then it was always trying to set the bar. Now let me say something, okay? This person didn't have any more than I had. This person did not do any more than I did. In fact, I had more, I did more, I enjoyed my life, but because that person did not see me the way that I saw myself, which I thought I was a pretty decent person, but when you keep hearing from people, and I had been hearing it through my childhood, I've been hearing it, growing up, you're just not good enough. It's always going to be something that you got to do better. You're not doing this right. You're not doing this right. I was so absorbed in all of the stuff that people told me I wasn't. I didn't know whether I was coming or going. So I learned to hate me. I learned to hate who I was. I learned to despise how I looked. I learned to despise what I liked. I learned to discredit myself when I did great things, when I did positive things. I taught myself to not be happy with the things I did. So therefore, I was never satisfied. Let me tell you something about enjoying yourself. See, once you find enjoying, or let me say it a different way. Once you find the joy inside of you, joy is something that no one can take away from you. There is a reason it's called the pursuit of happiness. Now, as a life coach, I teach people about being happy. And I believe happiness is important. But I also know this. Happiness is conditional. It is conditional on your circumstances. It is conditional on the people who are around you. It is conditional on your state of mind at the time. What makes you happy right now may not make you happy next week, may not make you happy in the next hour, because happiness is conditional. But joy, is a condition. So if joy is your condition, then whatever is going on around you, whomever is around you, is insignificant, because what you feel on the inside is greater than all of that. Do you enjoy you? Do you find joy in hanging out with yourself? Can you go to the movies by yourself? Do you know how many people can't go to the movies by themselves? Can you go to dinner by yourself? Do you know how many people can't go to dinner by themselves? Can you take a walk by yourself? Do you know how many people can't take a walk by themselves? Because they don't enjoy themselves. They've been told to not embrace and love who they are. Flaws and all. I'm not telling you that you have to be perfect in order to enjoy yourself. What I'm saying is you have to be secure in who you are to enjoy yourself. Then whomever else does not like you, does not want to be around you, does not understand you, does not want to hang out with you because you're not living up to what they think you should be, it doesn't matter. So that friendship that I had with a person who always made me feel like I had to question everything about my existence, we're no longer friends. He's not the only one. There are other people in my life that I had to do that to as well. Because I also realized, it's about to get thick, that I attracted what I felt. So because I felt inadequate, I attracted people around me who only saw my inadequacies and had no problem verbalizing my inadequacies, which made me feel more inadequate, which made me feel more insecure, which also led me to be more self-deprecating, because I was like, well, why is it okay that for me to go to a movie by myself? What's wrong with me? I should want to hang out with other people. Look, let me tell you something. My sister told me this a while ago. I am an introvert that does a very good job of being an extrovert. And when she first said that, I didn't really understand it and I didn't really accept it. But I do understand now. Part of enjoying me is enjoying the fact that sometimes, as extroverted as I am, because I am a true extrovert, but there are times I don't want to be around nobody. I value my me time when I don't have anybody to answer to, when I don't have anybody to talk to, when I don't have to explain anything, talk about anything, do anything. I cherish that time and I guard it fiercely because I enjoy me. Now, the people around me who also enjoy me understand that I need that time and they don't mind allowing me to have it because they enjoy me, the me that I am, not the me that they want me to be. Woo, it's getting thick in here. They are enjoying the person I am, not the person they want me to be. So I had to do a cleaning. I had to clean my life out. I had to look at the people who love me conditionally versus the people who love me, cherish me, and respect me unconditionally. Loving somebody, respecting somebody, cherishing somebody unconditionally does not necessarily mean you agree with everything that they do. It is not a blank check of them accepting everything you do. What it is them understanding this is who you are. And if you're not hurting anybody, you're not hurting yourself, you're not doing anything that's going to bring harm to them or to yourself, then they know that you're okay and they love you for who you are. Does that mean you don't have things that you can improve upon? Absolutely not. Of course, we all have things we can improve upon. What I'm saying is, though, do you enjoy yourself enough to be around you and to be around people who also enjoy you? The people who also enjoy you, they challenge you to enjoy yourself. Because people who love you for who you are see great things in you. In most cases, they see the things that you do not see about yourself because you're not in a position to look at yourself objectively. So you have these people around you who love you unconditionally, love things about you, and they're able to look at you and go, I just love that about you. And you go, really? That? You love that about me? I mean, that's nothing. Well, you take things for granted when you are able to do them. You take things for granted that come naturally to you. But somebody else looking at you from the outside, they don't take it that way. They see it as the gift that it is. So last July, I was in enjoy me mode. I did things that truly made me happy. I went places that made me happy. I hung out with people who were happy to see me genuinely. Walk in the room and they smile, they laugh, they hug me, kiss me, let me know they're happy to see me. They want to know what I've been doing. Catch me up on your life. Those are people who enjoy me. And as I was reflecting on the things I was doing in my life, I realized that I also, during that time frame, was enjoying myself. I had finally got to a place where I felt good about me. I am talking to someone right now who does not feel good about them. Even after defining who they are, they still do not feel good about themselves. And I'm here to tell you that is a journey that you need to start taking. What is it that you do enjoy about yourself? Now that you've defined yourself, it shouldn't be hard to find enjoyment in being who you are. It should not be hard for you now, or as hard as it would have been for you to establish that joy inside of you, so that your joy becomes your condition. Do you see what I'm saying? Because like I told you, happiness is conditional. We're always going to do things that are going to make us happy. But if I am trying to do things only to make myself happy, then I will always be doing that. That's like a drug. I'm always going to be trying to find something that's going to make me happy when I'm really running from something else. Let me tell you something else. Nobody, I repeat, nobody is responsible for your happiness. Nobody is responsible for your joy. Nobody. I don't care what you've heard. I don't care what nobody told you. Nobody is responsible to make you happy. And you're not responsible for making somebody else happy. Because what I have learned for myself, when you try to make other people happy and that becomes your mission to make other people happy, you end up unhappy. Because when do you have time for you? When do you have time for yourself? It's not your job to make someone happy. It's not their job to make you happy. Do I have people in my life that I hang out with that love me, that I know love me, that make me happy? Yes. Is it their mission to make me happy? No. It's not their life's mission to make me happy. No more than it is my life mission to make them happy. Do we make each other happy when we're around each other? Yes. But when I'm not around them, do I feel happy? Yes. You know why? Because I know that I have joy. And just like the cliche goes, or the saying goes, this joy I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. So I feel great when it's just me. I feel great when I'm around my family. I feel great when I'm around my friends. I feel great when I'm around coworkers. I feel great when I'm making friends. I feel great when I'm out doing stuff, because that's on the inside of me, and no one had to prompt that. I am responsible for my joy. I am responsible for enjoying me. Are you responsible enough to say that there are times that you have put the burden of your happiness on someone else? Are you secure enough now to say that you have made someone else responsible for your happiness, and in that moment of them having to be responsible for your happiness, you have made them miserable? Are you real enough to say that? I wanted so-and-so to make me happy, and while I was trying to get them to make me happy, I was making them miserable, because then all their focus was on me. And I kept, remember what I told you about my friend, my brother, used to be, I keep changing the rules. I keep moving the goalposts. I keep making addendums to this. Because again, it's the pursuit of happiness. Happiness is fleeting. You don't believe me? Go to your closet right now and look at these clothes that you've bought. And remember the time when you bought something new and you looked at it and you was like, yo, this is the dopest thing I ever seen. It's going to look dope on me. I'm going to look dope in it. I'm going to walk around and I'm going to be the man or the woman. And a year later, you go back to that same closet and go, God, I need new clothes. Look at all this old stuff. Oh, I'm going to give this away. I need something new. And then you go to the store and say, oh my God, that is dope. That would look dope on me. That would look dope in this. I would wear that and feel dope. I need to have that. And then you get it and you are super happy until 6 months later when something else comes out. That's what I'm talking about. The pursuit of happiness. It is always changing. But joy is your condition. So no matter what your circumstances are, that's poor grammar. no matter what your circumstances are, then you still have this joy. You are still enjoying you. You have not made someone else responsible for your joy. You have not made someone responsible for your happiness. We're adults, but that's what kindergartners look for. Kindergartners look for the teacher to figure out activities for them to do to make them happy. That's what kindergartners look for. You are an adult. You want to do something that's going to make you happy in the moment? Go do it. That's nobody's responsibility but your own. Remember, this is about self-discovery, self-awareness. You taking a self-inventory. Now, am I telling you to be a loner and leave everybody alone and just do stuff for yourself? I'm not saying that. Don't you leave out of here after these 30 minutes ago. He told me that I could just be by myself and be happy. I did not say it that way. But I did say that you should be happy with who you are. Because being happy with who you are helps to get you to the next step that we'll talk about next week. There's your cliffhanger. So now that you have found yourself, defined yourself, now this week I challenge you to enjoy yourself. Enjoy you. Enjoy the you that's in solitude. Enjoy the you that is in relationship with other people. Enjoy the you that has goals and aspirations. Enjoy the you that you have become aware of and now that you're embracing. Enjoy you. Be around people this week that you know also enjoy you. Let's take it a step further. Be around people this week that you also enjoy. You feel great when you're around them. You can't wait to be in their presence. Be around people that you appreciate and you enjoy. Be around people who appreciate you and that enjoy you. And most importantly, take the time to be with you and enjoy you. There's nothing wrong with that. Because this is leading you to an inner strength that is going to be so amazing. You're going to be like, how in the world did I go all this time and not embrace everything? Because there's going to be an embrace that we're going to talk about later. But next week, we're going to talk about, now that I have enjoyed me, what am I going to do next? What should be the next step? Now that I've found me, I've defined me, I am enjoying me. Next aisle, and we're going to stop right there. I hope that message made sense. I hope you got something out of that. Take time this week to enjoy you. Take time this week to be around people who enjoy you, who are not burdened with the task of trying to make you happy. Be around people this week that you enjoy, that you don't feel burdened to make happy. Just enjoy each other for who you are. And watch what a difference it's going to make in your life. Watch what a difference it's going to make in how you feel. All right? I love you. Ain't a thing you can do about it but love me back. That's all you can do. Found yourself, defined yourself. Take this week. Enjoy yourself. I love you. And I'll talk to you next week. Take care. God bless.